and it was inspiring me. But you need someone to
But I mean, it's very true though. So I mean, people are people.
God damn, this should be the documentary.
It should, it really should.
All right.
I'll trade you footage, you know.
However you feel more natural to you. Yeah, you feel more.
I don't know, like when you talk to your
I'm filming the filming. Your stuff's actually, you know, good.
No, it's like the documentary can capture everything that's going in your mind. You know, there's like things like to talk about, especially when like you haven't seen like people in a long time. You know, like,
I haven't. I'll just let it roll. Wherever happens, happens. I'll just what do you call it? Maybe we sit down. Or
yeah, I was thinking
it's cool. It doesn't matter.
as long as all this.
Would you like to?
No, this is my server here.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Am I still in the frame?
Yeah. If you want to come a little bit more, there you go.
Little TV.
Yeah, no. So, what do you call it? I guess there's no. We've been under lockdown now. You know, I haven't really been going outside either. So when I'm on my way over here, I'm still kind of stuck in my head. I don't even know what I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's an impromptu interview.
yeah, it's an impromptu interview.
Like I was thinking about it, you know, things that you might ask, and I was like, well, I mean, whatever the case is, you know, I'll just wing it, you know.
Same way. I don't have a, you know,
there's really, you just go about it however you want to.
yeah, I just got in the car and I just, you know, came over here. But I know, you know, I've known you for a while now.
Well, where do you live?
Hollywood.
Oh, in
Yeah,
Hollywood?
Hollywood. And what do you call it? You took a chance on me, you know, and you had really no ego about it, like when you took me in. You know, to be honest, I kind of learned it a little bit from you, you know, how to promote and be a promoter.
Yeah.
You know, because you know, you gave us a good slot and everything, and you know, I wanted to ask you. You seem to be very humanitarian. You know, you like to help people. It seems. Is that what your music's about as well?
Yeah, I've always been. Well, I mean, you know, I try to be as humble as I could, and it dates back to like when I first got into punk, and this was when I was in high school when I was first getting into it. You know, you brought up the fact that I, you know, brought you in and, you know, helped you out with some shows and whatnot. And, you know, I like that aspect about myself, you know, because I remember when I was in high school, you know, there were a couple of like new punk rockers that had just came into the school, you know, and you know how that pressure of not knowing anyone is for kids, you know. And I simply befriended these two people, and I brought them into our little circle of like rockers, like not necessarily like punk, but like grungers and punks and whatnot. And you know, we became like friends for that time period, you know. So that part of me, that's always been a part of me, you know what I mean? And I like, you know, I'm not perfect. I've made my mistakes in the past, you know, but I've learned from them. And I've grown from everything that has happened, positive and negative. But yeah, for the most part, like I try to remain like humble, you know, to whoever deserves that. You know?
Right. And you know, as of this interview, we've been under the second COVID lockdown. A lot of us haven't gone out in about 2 months by now, I think. You know, I come over here, I have my little Red Bull or whatever, you know, trying not to be so much stuck in my head. But there's people playing right now, and there's people that aren't. You know, do you see a future after COVID? Do you for the
Yeah,
punk scene?
I mean, I try to keep abreast of like what bands are doing. You know, through social media, like who's active, who's not active. You know, and you know, for the most part, punk's gonna keep on going no matter what. You
Fuck
know,
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be alive, and there's gonna be a new breed, a new generation that's gonna take it into the future. As far as the pandemic goes, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of bands that are playing. Me personally, I don't feel like I need to be out there playing right now. You know, because I want to be safe. I don't want to get sick. I don't want no one to get me sick, and I don't want to like bring it to like my wife either, you know, or my family, you know. So I don't feel the need to be playing personally. But that doesn't mean that we're not active, because we have been rehearsing, and we're simply preparing to like finish up a recording that's been long overdue.
Nice. Yeah. As of this day right now, it's January 17, I think, 16. Yeah, right now the situation in America is we're gonna put in a new president in the White House. A lot of people are mixed up about COVID. Some take it seriously, some don't. Some people would even say it's irresponsible for bands to be playing right now. Some people are stuck in the middle. It's a big mess. America's a big mess right now. Whoever's watching in the future, you know. And I guess we've all taken our decisions if we're gonna play right now or not. But I think, like you were saying, maybe punk's an attitude, right? No matter what happens. I always consider Beethoven and himself to be like kind of like punk. You know, punk is like rebellion. You know, and we're seeing it right now. You know, even if we've had this pandemic or this, we don't seem to get along over politics or whatever. Punk seems it's like a plant almost. You know, finds its way to grow out of the cracks. You know.
Yeah. There was punk rockers that date back to the medieval times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, punk is rebellion. You know, and yeah, the country is under turmoil, and it's a very volatile situation that, you know, a lot of us find ourselves in. You know, but you know, I guess for the most part, you know, bands that are playing music, I mean, that's kind of like an outlet for their frustrations, you know, and, you know, whether you're for or against, I mean, I think that's someone's personal prerogative, you know, and I'm not out there to change anyone's point of view. I can only inspire someone based on, like, my lyrics, and, you know, if they give me a chance to express my point of view, you know. But for the most part, you know, I think things are gonna get better, you know. We got to be cautious, but, you know, we got to continue to move forward. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the scene. You know, this documentary, I guess in its way, it's like our time capsule to you guys. You know, we're documenting the moment, and we're sending it out to you. That's what's happening right now. You know, up to this point, this generation, like, we didn't have a big war. A lot of us were born after Vietnam or whatever. But I guess this is the war of our times. You know, we are the World Trade Center generation. You know, we are the pandemic generation. And I guess this is a way of showing you guys, you know, what we were doing at this time or whatever. But I think I agree with my friend here as well, my colleague, you know, that punk's an attitude, you know. And I don't try to put my impression of punk on anybody either. So, you know. So, like, what topics do your lyrics, like, usually, like, topple or whatever?
I have lyrics about social injustice, you know, like injustices that happen, like police brutality, corrupt politicians.
Oh, yeah.
I have songs about the punk rock scene, about having a good time, you know, when we were younger, you know, just going out drinking and having a good time with friends. What else? Being a punk rocker for life, you know, just being yourself, rebelling, staying true to your punk rock character and ethos, and things of that nature. But yeah, for the most part, it's like social injustices. Yeah.
Even if you're old, you're in the retirement home at 75 and you put on your Ramones, you're still a punk rocker, man, always.
Oh yeah,
it's all in the attitude. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're as we continue to get older and wiser and more mature, we're gonna find ourselves. I mean, if we stay true to like punk rock, we're gonna find ourselves wearing that Black Flag shirt when we're 60, 70. Hell, I mean, certain people are gonna want to be buried with a certain shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always gonna be in our hearts.
Right on. Beautiful. Well, thanks a lot, Tony Voltage. It's an honor. You're a legend, and you taught me a thing or two on how to carry myself in the scene.
Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, I really respect what you're doing. Hopefully I can help you with advice or motivation, based on my experience and what I've done. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I've made a lot of mistakes in the way, and I've learned from a lot of experiences, and luckily I'm here, I'm alive and healthy, and I'm like inspired to like continue to do what I know how to do. But as we move forward, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm not listening to any other band. I'm not listening to any other punk. Negativity. The people that say your band sucks. His music sucks, or he's an asshole, and this and that. I don't care about those people. I don't care about anything that's posted on social media. I don't care, how many shows you played, where you've played. I don't care if you were like a band from the 70s. I don't care about a lot of things right now anymore, because I've already done what I've done. I've proved myself, and I don't need to prove myself to anyone anymore. And I'm here to inspire people that want to be inspired, you know what I mean? So if I can inspire you to keep going, to making music, hell, if I continue to promote in the future, then, we'll do it together. But for the most part, you have a cool friend from the East Los, from the east side here, that's been there, done that, and hopefully we can continue this friendship and inspire each other.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and it's like he said, you're gonna have people that don't like you or whatever, but you keep on getting those fans, hopefully it turns into respect. People don't gotta like you, but it might turn into respect.
Yeah, you gotta use that to feed the fuel, the fire to keep going.
Yeah, I know I've sucked a couple of times straight up, but I also know that I don't suck all the time.
No, I mean, I guess it's a stepping stone to the next gig or the next phase or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I put up a video on Instagram today. Someone put on one of my YouTube said, "Oh, that song sucked." But I know when my song, to me, I know when my songs suck and when they don't. But I wanted to ask them, okay, how many fans you got?
Yeah, but you know what? They're saying that about the Stones and every other band. I mean, there's a lot of miserable people out there, especially if they're not playing music.
Yeah.
They don't know what it takes to like carry a band, to front a band. The energy, the time, the gasoline, the stress, the DUIs, the citations, all the negatives that pull you down from getting to the next level. And then you're about to reach the next level, and then some other bullshit brings you down, and then you just gotta keep on climbing. And unfortunately, like a lot of people just can't take it anymore. They disappear.
Yeah.
You never see them again, or you won't see them as much, so I mean, you just gotta keep on going.
It's like being a warrior.
Yeah, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta be a warrior. I mean, I have my own battles. Sometimes I feel bad. I mean, of course, it hurts your ego when someone says something negative, but it is what it is, and you can't please everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the way the world has always been. We're basically warriors. If you look back into history, people have always fought for honor, for glory, or whatever, and that's what it is basically, and just keep going, get those fans, and like I said, hopefully hate turns into respect when they see that you're not stopping.
Right. That's little voltage right there.
Hey, he's better.
They're like, what's up, ese? Órale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Well, all right, man. I guess that does it then.
Well, peace out from Voltage House number 2, East Side, East LA.
Sick.